YouTube, it's your girl Latrice Flawless, and I am back with another video. So, I know I've been gone for a minute. I had a real bad breakout rash or whatever, and it's starting to kind of like clear up a little bit. I don't know. I had an allergic reaction to something. I don't know what it was, but it was just real bad. But now it's starting to slow down a little bit. So I decided to come drop this video for you guys. So like I said, the giveaway is still on. I know y'all been waiting for that. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, you guys. Please stay tuned, cause I know I told y'all I don't want to give y'all a specific date yet, cause yeah, but I am definitely gonna drop this giveaway around sometime next week. Definitely. The giveaway is gonna be soon. Now, today's story time is gonna be about my roommate horror story, like the roommate from hell. Now, if anybody out there that has a roommate or that wants a roommate, you might want to think twice, okay? The thought of me having a roommate at first, it was real fun. I'm like, oh, I know her. I'm like, oh, we went to school together, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, we get along good. We ain't gonna have no problems. This and that and the third. Pretty much, I thought everything was gonna be, you feel me, pieces of cream. So, but it turned out not to be, because before we moved in together, me and this person was like this. And then the second we moved in together, it's like we started bumping heads. So it's like, it's best to have your own space, because when you sharing a space with somebody, or when you have a roommate, y'all just clash. So it's like, it's not fun. So I'm putting a stop rounding into the video. So how this all started, me and the girl went to school together. We got out of school. The girl was staying with, I guess, family or whatever. And she called my phone one day and was like, she didn't like her living situation or like where she was at. And she asked, could you come stay with me? And, you know, she had some income coming in. So she was like, I pay rent. Woo. So I was like, okay, that sounds pretty good. My mother did not approve at first. My mother did not want me to do it. But like I said, I should have listened to my mom. You always supposed to listen to your parents, because your parents is not gonna tell you nothing wrong. So my mom tried to tell me not to do this whole roommate thing, but I did it anyway. And it was going good for a while. And then like, I started seeing stuff like, okay, the disrespect for one. You know, you living in somebody else's house and you're disrespecting them. You're disrespecting their things. You're disrespecting their place. Like, she would touch my things without asking. Like, I don't care. Like, I would come home. She couldn't fit my clothes, but she could fit my t-shirts. I would find her wearing my shirts and stuff, and I would be like, why are you in my stuff? Like, why you just don't ask? Like, I would find things missing. Like, she would go in my purse, take money out, like, do little shit like that, like touching my belongings. That's one thing that I didn't like about having a roommate. They touch your shit. Like, y'all supposed to respect each other's privacy, each other's shit. Do not touch my things. especially without asking. That's just not cool. Another thing, the disrespect, calling each other I'm a name, calling me bitches, slow, retarded, ugly, fat, you name it. I got called it, okay? Nasty. I don't clean up. I don't do this. I don't do that. I mean, come on now. Me, personally, I'm not a nasty person. So, with that being said, us two women living in the same house, we supposed to be clean up after ourselves. I'm not supposed to clean up after another grown woman. The area where I sleep at, I keep clean. The area that you sleep at, you keep clean. If you wash dishes, if you wash your dishes, I wash my dishes. Their way, it won't be no problem. Otherwise, we would have to say, okay, you clean up this day, or you do this day, or you do this day. But we didn't have that compromise where she would say, okay, I clean the bathroom this day, you clean the bathroom this day, or I'll sweep and mop this day, you sweep and mop this day, or I'll wash this day. See, the communication wasn't like that. Also, about food and stuff like that, there was no communication on when we would go grocery shopping, going half on food, none of that. I felt like when I bought food, she would eat it. Okay, but not want to replace it or put money on food. That's not cool. You don't wait until I put food in there to try to eat everything. That's not right. We both living in this house. I gotta eat, you gotta eat. You know you're gonna be eating. Why not give me some money on groceries, or why not help me pay for groceries? Common sense. Another thing, like company, or she used to hang around people, like she used to have company a little bit, like, you know, but it was always a problem when I had company. Like, when I had company, she'll be like, when they going home, and she'll try to call my landlord, say I'm always having company, I'm always doing this, I'm always doing that. Now, with that being said, this is supposed to be my house, but we're sharing this apartment together. I should be allowed to have company, you know, as long as they not bothering you. You know what I'm saying? Or your things. You shouldn't have nothing to say about my company. Because I got my own area up here. You got your own area. We kind of made it into, you know, where we have our own space and privacy. So you got your own space and privacy. I got my own space. You know, you got motherfuckers knocking on the door for you all types of times of the night. A dude at that, and I don't even know this clown. This clown is disrespectful, knocking on my door different times of night. That's the issue I had with. Niggas knocking on the door, touching my shit without asking, not helping out with buying shit for the house, food, expecting me to do everything, calling me out my name, calling me nasty, dirty, fat, ugly, retarded, stupid, bitch, this, that. You know, it was just too much. Like, we even got into a physical fight. That's how bad it got. So we end up having to separate. Like, the roommate thing was just not working. Now she has her own space, and I have my space now. So now it's much better between us, because now this person has their own spot, I have my own spot. So there's no more issues. So like I said, before you think about getting a roommate, you might want to think about it, because like I said, the person might come off one way before you move in with them, and then it's like when you move in with them, you see a whole nother side of a person. You really see how a person is once you live with them. You don't really, to be honest, you really don't know a person until you live with them. Honestly, like straight up. Like I really seen this person for who they were once we moved in. I really did. I truly did. So now it's just me and my cat. She's over here. It's just me. It's peaceful. It's quiet. You know, my house is not dirty. My house is not clean. Don't nobody knock on my door like that. I don't have to worry about no attitude. I ain't got to worry about nobody slamming no door. I ain't got to worry about arguing with nobody. I ain't got to worry about nobody telling the landlord on me, telling the landlord I'm doing this, I'm doing that. She would accuse me of taking her stuff or touching her things, and I never did. I never touched that girl's stuff. Excuse me, y'all. I had to yawn, but I never touched that girl's belongings. So, but I was always getting accused of touching her things. We're not the same size. I can't fit her clothes, she can't fit mine. But some of my stuff she did used to wear, like my shirts or my pajamas or things like that. And I used to wonder like why she used to just take my stuff and wear it and then ask. That's the only problem I had. You know, don't just take my stuff like it's yours. Don't ask. That's my stuff. That's my privacy. Like, you have to ask. You don't want nobody just going through your shit, so you can't just go through my shit like that. No. I mean, it was just a lot that went on between me and this person when we was living together, and I just said, you know what? We gotta separate. And there was a time where, you know, she would kind of like shorten me on the rent. Like, she lived with me twice. So the first time she lived with me, she used to kind of like try to shorten me on the rent, like say she didn't get all her money or, you know, make up excuses like that. She wasn't even paying that much, but it's like the principle is, you know, don't sit up here and lie, say you don't get paid all your money. You know, don't lie about that. Just, you know, just so you can shorten me and keep some money in your pocket. And first time it was just like shorting me on the rent, you know, and then you know, just, you know, wasn't paying the rent when she was supposed to, paying it when she wanted to, you know, that type of thing. And I got rid of her the first time because of that. And then sorry, you guys. And then my stupid ass let her come back. You know, being the person that I am, me having a good heart that I have, I always open my door to people. I always help people, no matter what. I mean, I've helped her a lot, and she helped me a lot in ways. But as supposed to be friends, there was things that was said and done between us that shouldn't have been done or said, as suppose we were supposed to be friends. You know what I'm saying? Friends don't treat each other like that. You know, so I just, I just was like, okay, well, it's just was time for us to separate, and we finally did. So everything is just everything now. I got my peace back. I got my quiet back. It's just everything is back to normal. Like back to normal. So I mean, everything is back to normal, man. So that's my roommate horror story. It's just when you think you got a good roommate, when you think stuff gonna work out, it don't always work out. So it's best to keep your own shit. It's best not to move nobody in with you. It's best to just, your friendship will last longer not living with people. I'm telling you. Because, woo child. it wasn't, it just wasn't working. It just wasn't worth it. So, all the stuff I done went through. And also, she didn't like cats. I have a cat. I mean, she used to be so mean to my cat. Ridiculous. Like, oh my God. Like, a cat. Like, one time, she said my cat scratched up her boob. And she told me, you gotta pay me for this boob. And then she like I asked her to let me see the scratch that my cat supposedly did on her boob. And she threw the boot in my face, like, kind of like hit me in the face. And it's like, we was finna fight. Like, don't do that. Like, okay, she's a cat. She's an animal. She don't know no better. She's just doing stuff. Yeah, So, don't just be mean to her and talk about, oh, you gotta pay me for my boots and yeah. I mean, come on now. It wasn't even that serious, but she went out about, I'm gonna take the money out the rent for my boot. I'm like, so basically, how you just gonna say you gonna take some money for some boots out the rent? No, that ain't how they go. Another issue, like, just wanting to short a motherfucker all the time and play a motherfucker and talk about a motherfucker and down a motherfucker and act like they look better and they better than a motherfucker. Like, that's not what friends do. That's not how you want your roommate to be. You want to be comfortable and you want to be at peace living with somebody. But if you living with somebody that has a horrible attitude, always want to argue, get smart, talk tough, talk about how they gonna slap you, how they beat your ass, how you a bitch, how you can't fight, how you won't bust a grape in a fruit fight, just say all types of stuff to you. I mean, that's something that I didn't want to deal with anymore. And I got rid of the problem in the situation, so I can live my life and feel much better. So, yeah, so if any of you guys are thinking about getting a roommate, or if you have a roommate, you going through any of these things, you know where I'm coming from. But if you're thinking about getting a roommate, you might want to think twice, because, once you start living with a person, or once a person starts living in your house, it's hard to get them out. And believe me, it was hard for the separation to happen, but it finally happened, so I'm happy. But that's gonna be the end of this video. I wanna make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Turn that post notification on. Make sure y'all share this thing with your family, your friends, everybody, okay? I'm finna drop another story time for y'all tomorrow. It's gonna be about my COVID-19 experience. So be looking out for that. But right now, I'm just finna, you feel me, chill out. I'm still in my pajamas. It's still early. I just want to get on here and say what's up to you guys. Say I miss y'all. Drop this story time. Tell y'all to make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. I hope y'all like this video. I'm finna be coming with these bangers, and I'm also finna do this giveaway pretty soon. So yeah, it's still on, baby. So thank you, Flawless Gang. I love y'all. And stay flawless. Peace.